All right, game two. Aces versus IHD. Zangle line up for the opening face-off. Dylan and O'Neill flanking him. Cochran and Kernigan on D. Deep in the IHD territory. Zang's right there pressuring behind the net. Dylan goes hunting in the corner. IHD gets it out in the neutral zone. Cochran's going to chase. Early penalty on a tripping for Kerrigan. 14:41 in the first period. IHD basically starts the game on a power play. Helm will come out to join Cochran on the penalty kill. Dylan and Zang will stay out. 2 minutes. Zang lines up for the face-off. Goes to Dylan right away. Loose puck. Zang's got it. Zang takes a minute. Wastes some time, builds some room. He's around his own net. He's got some speed. He's able to bounce it through the neutral zone. Dylan goes hunting for it. Dylan down in the near corner. Puts it out front. Zang can't quite get to it. It gets slapped out into the corner. Zang with another chance. Backhand up and over the glove. Short-handed. 1:38 on the penalty. 14-19 in the first period. Zang goes short-handed on the penalty kill. Aces up 1-0. They'll use the opportunity to switch out. Betts and Sindrich come in with Zang and Dylan. Face off. Goes to the far boards. IHD throw it in deep. Flag comes out of the net. Tip it. Slow it down. Betts is right there in the near corner. Puck around our own net. Sindrich battling two IHDs in the back there. Sindrich comes away with it. Puts it into the far corner. Zang's right there. He throws it up to Dylan. He gets it off a skate. Kicks it into the far boards there. Dylan on the hunt still behind the net. Into the near boards. Betts trying to keep it in. Again, short-handed here. Zang, another opportunity out front. Shot up high over the glove. Zang with two short-handed goals. 58 seconds into the penalty. It's 13:43 in the first period. It's 2-0 Aces. Both short-handed goals from Zang. Aces will change out. Helm and Millick come in with O'Neill and West. O'Neill now going deep into the near corner. Behind IHD net. It goes all the way around the far corner. IHD regrouping. 45 seconds left in the penalty to Kerrigan. O'Neill pressuring the puck. He gets caught up on the ref's skate, and O'Neill's able to pick it up. Goes on the attack again. Off the blocker into the glass and reset. 32 seconds left in the penalty. Aces remain the same 4-4 here. West will line up for the face-off. Got Millick behind him here near side. IHD go behind their own net, far corner. O'Neill's all over it, gets it back again. He's got Helm up at the blue line. Helm throws it in deep. In and around the net. IHD accidentally put it out front of their own net. West was right there, couldn't get a shot on net. 15 seconds left in the penalty to Kerrigan. Graham joins the crew as O'Neill comes off. Shot. They're calling it no goal. Hit the crossbar and down and out. Loose puck. Gets all the way back to the blue line. Penalty's over. Kerrigan joins the team. West breaks up the play. Graham has it. Graham can't get the pass out through to Kerrigan. IHD through the neutral zone. Don't have full control. Udoficic picks it up. Fresh off the bench. Graham back checking as Cochran comes on the ice. Shot gets deflected high into the glass in the far corner. IHD was able to get a shot off. Flag was all over at 12-12 in the first period. 2-0 for the Aces. Sindrich will come on to relieve Cochran. Moore and Betts and Camlade, Shelley and Sindrich. Camlade took the face-off. Moore was all over it. Can't get it out of the zone. Loose puck gets swatted all the way through. Moore is chasing it down. Icing gets waved off. Moore gets there. Shelley's right there to help. Camlade's right out front. Battle behind the net. IHD comes away with it. They throw it up to the near board. Betts was on it. It gets bounced past him. Cindric breaks up the play. Cindric behind his own net. Up around the far boards. IHD is able to get a stick on it. Through into the middle. IHD get a weak shot off into traffic. Loose puck out front. Gets swatted away. Moore can't get to it before IHD puts it back in deep. Cindric is right there. 11:25 in the first period. Cindric behind his own net. Betts now off the boards, can get it out in the neutral zone. There's Shelley, throws it ahead to Moore. Moore's trying to chase it down in the far corner. In and around the back of the net into the near corner. Camlade's all over it. Camlade throws it back up to Betts at the blue line. Betts off of somebody's stick and goes far corner. IHD pick it up. Dribble it out past everybody. IHD with a chance now. Betts is racing back to help. Breaks up the play. IHD's on the board. Managed to get their own rebound off of a flag save initially. 2-1 for the Aces. 10:53 in the first period. Graham will come in to take the face off. He's got Udovic right there. Kerrigan gets it. Up to West. And Graham. Got Udovic. Can't make the pass across and open ice. HG comes back the other way. Cochran's in front of it. It's West. Pushing it into the far boards there. Near boards, I should say. Goes across ice into the far corner. Shot on net. It's deflected off of somebody's skate. At 10:32 of the first period. It's a tie game all at twos. Zang, Dillon, Millick, Helm, and O'Neill come back on the ice. Millick and Helm go to give Flegg a tap to say, hey, keep up the good work. We'll get it back for you. Zang will line up for the face-off, flanked by Dillon and O'Neill. Zang wins the face-off back to Helm. Helm off the boards up ahead to Dillon. Gets swatted away into the neutral zone. A battle for it. IHD comes away with it across the blue line. Millick's right there in front of him. Across the blue line. Nobody can hang on to it. Zang couldn't get to it in time. It goes all the way into the far corner. Millick's there. Millick pushes it into the corner further. Zang goes in to help, picks it up, but there's going to be a penalty called at 10:07 of the first period. Sending Zang to the box for a couple of minutes. Millick and Helm will stay out with Dillon and O'Neill in the first shift of the penalty kill. 10:07 in the first period. 2-2. Dillon wins it into the corner. Helm picks it up, throws it all the way around the glass. Can't get it out on the other side. Gets all the way back around our net. Helm picks it up again. The clearing gets broken up. Dillon can't get it out either. Helm tries it again, throws it the distance. Gets tipped and right into the goalie. Helm and Millick will come off. Betts and Cindric are on. O'Neill with great pressure down on the other end. Dillon and O'Neill trying to put some pressure shorthanded. They have to get back now. 2-on-2. Betts and Cindric. Cindric puts it into the far boards. Gets picked up by the IHD. Loose puck. Dillon gets a stick on it. Can't quite get it out. Now IHD has a chance again. They center it up. There's a shot. 9:18 of the first period. IHD is able to put one past Flegg. A 1-2 on the 2-on-1. The Zang penalty proves costly. IHD goes up 3-2. Shots are 6-5. Score is 3-2. A lot of action here in the first period. Camlade will come out to take the face-off. IHD pick it up. Shelley and Moore pressuring the puck. Gets past Camlade out and all the way back. Cochran has to go hunting for it behind his own net. Icing will get called on IHD at 9:08 of the first period. We'll go all the way down to the other end of the ice to set it up. Kemley's got Shelley to the left, Moore to the right. Comes all the way back. Gets past Carrigan. IHD has to wait to get back on side. Bunch of pressure from Jack Moore. Puck goes deep. Carrigan picks it up behind his own net. Goes it over to Shelley. Shelley gets caught up with a couple of players. Moore's able to get it through. He's got a one-on-one forming, going wide. Puts a move. Gets hauled down. Penalty incoming. 8:39 of the first period. Moore getting hauled down. Will send the IHD to the box. And it'll be the first time the Aces are actually on the power play here. Same line will stay out. Moore will be on the near boards. Kamlade sets up for the face-off. IHD takes it around their own net, puts it around the far board. Carrigan can keep it in. It goes the distance of the ice. Flag stops it, slow it down. Cochran goes to pick it up. 8:27 in the first period. Cochran trying to create some room. Gets it over to Carrigan. Carrigan, a little fumble through into the neutral zone. Kamlade has to go try and pick it up. Short-handed IHD coming right down the middle. Cochran gets in the middle of it. Swats into the near corner. There's IHD with a shot. Short-handed into the glove of Flag at 8:06. Stops play. Minute 27 left on the penalty. Aces will change it out. Graham and West will come in. Helm and Millick. Udoficic, the other winger. Graham with the face-off. HD pushes it in deep behind the net. Helm over to Millick. Millick now looking for some space. Sends it up to Helm across the blue line. He centers it. Can't get it across ice to Udoficic. He dumps it in deep. Graham and West hunting it down. West gets a stick on it. Right in front to Millick. Millick's got time. Goes off the glove. Rebound. HD's able to pick it up. Through the middle. Helm battling away. Finds some space. Gets it across the blue line himself. Gets a shot off into the glove. That stops time. 47 seconds left in the penalty. Zhang, O'Neill, and Dillon will come in on the front. They'll leave Millick and Helm in. 7:26 in the first period. Upload speed was an issue, but we're back. 7:08 in the first period. 27 seconds remain on the power play. Zhang with the puck through center ice. Got over to Dillon. Dillon with some time. Just shot up, but it gets kind of tipped into the corner. Betts with a shot right into the chest of the IHD tender. 6 seconds left in the power play. 6:45 in the first period. 3-2 IHD. Zhang lines up with the face-off over to the side. Dillon picks it and throws it back to Betts. Betts over to Zhang in the middle. Shot over the glove. Zhang with the first period hat trick. 6:38 of the first period. He ties it up. Three all at 6:38. Zhang with the face-off. It's kicked back to Betts. Betts got Cindric on the other side. He puts it up off the boards to O'Neill. He throws it off the boards. There's Dillon over to Zhang in the middle. Zhang flips it around. O'Neill gets the rebound. Taking another shot off. Dillon is still pressuring the puck. O'Neill's right there too. IHD put it around the back of their own net into the near boards. They're up through into the neutral zone. Gets broken up by Dillon and Betts. Cindric trying to chase it down. Going to use behind his own net, create some space. Can't shake the IHD player, but he gets it up to O'Neill. O'Neill gets it swatted away from him. Dillon has to pressure the puck. O'Neill's all over it as well. Off the far boards there to nobody. Cindric's able to pick it up. He throws it forwards for Dillon, just a little ahead of him. Shelley and Moore are going to come on to join Betts and Schindrick and Camlade. Puck goes deep. Betts goes to find it. Can't get it around his own net. Flag has to jump on it. 5:38 in the first period. Stop play. 3-3. Camlade's going to line up for the face-off. Just going to have Jack Moore to her right. Shelley on the left. There's Nolan Cochran with it deep in his own end. Trying to get it ahead to Jack Moore. Moore gets it up to Shelley. Moore's going right down the middle. It's broken up. IHD coming back the other way. It's broken up again. Camlade picks it up. It's a strange call. I missed it, but it looks like Kerrigan is going to the box for 2 minutes. 5:19 of the first period. It's 3-all. The Aces will be full strength as they're sending both players involved in for a couple of minutes. Camlade takes the face-off. Goes back to Cochran. He's paired up with Betts on D right now. Shelley and Moore are going to flank Camlade. She's got it on the far boards. Can't get it deep. IHD throwing it forward, gets intercepted by Betts, but they waved off the offside. Betts was able to give it up. Puck goes deep. Betts goes to find it behind his own net. He's got Cochran right behind him. Throws it ahead to Shelley. Shelley on the far boards gets taken down. No call. Cochran picks up the loose puck. He spins around, trying to find somebody. Throws it over to Betts. Betts ahead to Moore. Moore chips it. Goes at a chase. Shelley now with a chance. Gets pushed down from behind into the boards. We have a whole thing going on now. 15. Does not bode well. See how the refs decide to deal with this. Shelley went into the boards pretty hard. He's not having a good time as he skates back to the bench. Waiting to see how this is going to get dealt with. 4:30 in the first period. Got a bit of a brawl in the near corner. There's 3 Aces in the box, 2 IHD in the box. Nolan Cochran goes down to get a few of these loose sticks that was left down there. I love this setup. I'm going to have to get one.
Go to his page.
100%.
Don't do it.
That's like when you're facing in the stall next to a guy.
We were talking about this during the playoffs this spring. Me looking at this stuff going, this is my future. Looks like each team's got 3 guys in the box. Some more Betts and Carignan are all in the box for the Aces. West and Udosevic are hanging out like nobody's really sure what's about to happen. They're tossing more. So each team is getting a player tossed. For us, it's Jack Moore. And what are we doing? We're playing 4-on-4 hockey? We're playing 5-on-5 hockey. Milik will come in and join Cochran. Graham's going to line up for the face-off. Udosevic and West in there, and we're off again after a pretty big stoppage of play, figuring it all out. Both teams had a player ejected. Both teams have 2 guys in the box. Milik ahead. Udosevic had to get back on side, couldn't go for that one. The long pass couldn't get intercepted by West. IHD in the neutral zone. Get it ahead. It's broken up by Cochran. Up to West. West trying to get it ahead to Udosevic. He stayed on side somehow. IHD behind the own net into the far corner. Chip it ahead. Cochran picks it off in the neutral zone. Cochran takes it himself across the blue line. He's going to try and get it deep. It's cut off and pushed into the boards. He throws it in behind the net to Graham. Graham looking for Udosevic. Couldn't find him. It's up off the near boards. IHD trying to get it again. They're able to clear it out of their zone. Milik and Cochran back to defend. Long shot goes wide of flag. Milik picks it up. Milik gets across his own blue line in the neutral zone. He's got O'Neill ahead of him. Milik takes it himself. Goes wide around. Taking a shot off. Gets it back. Centering pass. O'Neill was wrapped up. Couldn't get a shot off. Dillon picks it up and keeps it in. Zeng's right there, but he gets tipped back and forth between them, and it's back for the neutral zone. IHD onto the attack. Cindric was there. Shot goes into the glove of flag. 2:55 in the first period. 3-all. The box is saying the penalty to Carignan is over. Betts remains in the box. Zeng takes a face-off. It's into his own corner. Cindric picks it up and puts it around the back of the net over to Helm. We're going to whistle something down again. We're going to slashing penalty to Zeng on that. 2:41 in the first. IHD will be back on the power play. Helm, O'Neill, Dillon, and Cindric will be out there for the first part of this penalty kill. Goes up to the blue line. IHD back and forth at the blue line. O'Neill pressuring onto the far boards. Back up to the blue line. IHD looking to spread him out. Helm is right there. Blocks a shot into the corner. Helm gets a stick on it again. Pushes it further into the corner. Centering pass gets deflected out by Cindric, and it's into neutral ice. Minute 38 left in the penalty. IHD puts it ahead. They get it across the blue line. Dillon pressuring there. Cindric was right there to defend as well. Dillon on the near boards. It gets popped out to an IHD. Up at the top. Dillon is all over it. It's off the boards. There's a race. He throws the centering pass to O'Neill. O'Neill shorthanded puts a move. Just goes wide left to the tender. O'Neill now gets pushed into the boards. IHD takes the puck back behind their own net. Cochran and Kerrigan back on D. It gets past everybody. Goes the distance of the ice. 58 seconds left in the penalty. IHD recovered behind the Aces net. Kerrigan can't get it before the shot. Flag deflected into the far corner. Cochran recovers and puts it up ahead. Long chase. Aces pick it up behind the net. Short-handed, looking to kill some time. Shelley just keeping control for 35 seconds left on the penalty. Puts it up to Kerrigan. Kerrigan centers to Hamlade. Hamlade with some time. Still short-handed. She gets dragged down. Shelley lays a guy out. Shelley will go to the box. 21 seconds left of the Zhang penalty. Cochran, Kerrigan, and Hamlade will remain on the ice. IHG is going to have 21 seconds of 5-on-3. .102 in the first period. It's 3-all. Big 5-on-3 that the IHG have right now on the Aces. Face-off goes into the near board, stuck at the top. Over to the far side. Lots of space. Hamlade going to pressure Cochran now. Lots of space. IHD missed the pass up top. Hamlade's all over it. Goes down the middle. Walker save into the corner. 5-on-4. Zhang's back on the ice. He's short-handed. He's going to have a breakaway. Big pad save on the breakaway, short-handed. Cochran picks it up. Keeps it in the zone. Looking for Zhang out front. Gets deflected. Pad save. With 14 seconds left in the first period. Minute 13 left in the penalty. Aces will change out. Graham and Millick and Betts come on to join Zhang. Zhang's going to line up for the face-off right of the IHD tender. Here come the IHD from the neutral zone. Betts and Cindric are right there. It's broken up. Sorry, Millick broke it up. Gets kicked up. And that's the end of the first period. It's still 3-all. The Aces will start the second period on a penalty. What's that?
Who's 21 red?
I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, I don't know any of these kids on this team. I shouldn't say that. I do know who they are, but don't know numbers versus names. All right, Aces start the second period on the penalty kill. 58 seconds left in the penalty to Shelley. Helm and Millick will start on D. Zhang and Graham will start out front. Shots are 12-11 in favor of the Aces. Tie game after the first period. Zhang had a hat trick in the first. Two of them shorthanded on the same shift. Bit of a recap on the brawl that we had in the near corner. Jack Moore is out of the game. So slightly shorthanded on wingers. Milik will line up left as Zhang. Face off goes to Graham. He kicks it back to Helm real quick to create some space. He throws it back to Graham. He gets in deep. 50 seconds left in the penalty to Shelley. IHD deep in their own end. Zhang picks it up. Zhang in the corner there. Helm and Milik up top. Zhang gets all twisted with about 2 or 3 different IHD players, and he goes behind the net. He's still pressuring the puck. Graham's right there to help. Zhang and Graham can't get it after it goes to the near boards. Helm swats it away and pushes the guy out of the way. Doesn't get a call, and drags down the player. Great tough assertiveness from the Aces here on this shift. It's up to Camlade. Camlade by herself. She's got Milik trailing. She goes into the far corner. Can't get any space. Puts it up to Helm. Helm's got a lot of space. His pass over to Milik gets tipped. He throws it in deep. Graham picks it up. Milik right at the top. Dump pass. Doesn't realize Graham is changing. IHD is able to get control and throw it up through the neutral zone. Gets swatted by Camlade. IHD just throws it in deep. Milik finds it behind his own net. He's going to take it himself. Gets swatted away real quick. He has to kick it back to Helm. Helm looking for some space. Dribbles it up and over Milik's stick, but it hits West off the bounce. West, glove save from the IHD. 3:24 in the second period. Still 3-all. Here come the IHD back the other way. Cindric and Betts were able to shift in on D. Cindric. The shot goes through the crease past Flagg's pad. IHD in the corner. Cindric pressuring on the board. Goes off the ref skating. Gets stopped dead. Cindric can't get a stick on it. Camlade's right there to help. IHD get a stick in front. Flag jumps on it. It gets whistled before it was dead. Arguments in front of the net again. 12:56 in the second period. Shots are 13-12 for IHD. The game is all tied at 3. We're going to set up to the right of Flag. Zhang, Udosevic, and Graham coming in. Gets kicked into that far corner, and Betts picks it up, puts it off the board. Loose in the middle. Zhang gets a stick on it. Throws it up the middle. Udosevic couldn't get to it before there was 2 red players all over him. Zhang pressuring on the near boards. Graham is right there. Battle right in front of the Aces bench. IHD come away with it. Betts has hustled back to slow down the play. Red right at the top of the blue line here. Zhang can't get a skate on it to kick it forward. Knee-on-knee collision. Udosevic goes down, no call. Puck comes out of the zone. Udosevic, big holding on his stick, but he can't get it. Finally gets kicked ahead. IHD's coming back. Loose puck right in the middle. Zhang is able to tap it forward. Manages to get some control over it. Zhang doing it himself, going around. Gets tipped forward by the IHD. Zhang finds it in the near corner. That's trying to create some space for Zhang, who throws it up ahead to O'Neill. At 11:40 in the second period, we're going to get a call. All right, we're sending IHD to the box. Power play for the Aces. Camlade lines up for it. She's got O'Neill, Dillon flanking her. Kerrigan and Cochran on D. Kerrigan right to the point. He's got a shot. Gets deflected. Dylan can't pick up a rebound. It goes into the far corner. He centers the pass. It gets deflected behind the net. Camlade's right there. Camlade looking for some space. Puts a move. She's got Dylan right out front. She goes around the back of the net. Looking for anybody. Kerrigan right at the top. Kerrigan down to O'Neill. O'Neill, a quick move. Getting just slashed away, and there's a penalty incoming. We're going to send a second IHD to the box. Minute 29 left of the original penalty. Aces are now going to have a 5-on-3. Hooking penalty gets called. Number 14 IHD. 11:09 in the second period. 3-all. Aces have at least a minute 29 of 5-on-3 hockey. Zhang will stay out with O'Neill and Dylan, Kerrigan, and Cochran. Faceoff goes into the corner. Kerrigan can't keep it in. It goes all the way the distance. He's going to have to chase it down. Kerrigan gets there first. Cochran right behind him, going to pick up speed. Zhang now has it through the middle. Zhang's going to take it across the blue line. He's got O'Neill going right to the net. He just blows a tire. He doesn't actually get hauled down. Puck gets out into the neutral zone. Cochran picks it up. Cochran out. Across the blue line himself. Goes wide. Looking for somebody in front. Waiting. Leaves the drop pass for Zhang, who throws it into the middle for O'Neill. Big pad save from IHB. Kerrigan picks up the rebound. He's got Zhang on the far side. Zhang's bringing in close. Puts it up high off the glass. Kerrigan tracks it down again. Right at the point. Puts it over to Zhang. Same play. Shot goes just wide that time. O'Neill picks up the rebound. O'Neill now over to Kerrigan. Kerrigan loses it. Kicks it over to Cochran to save the play. Cochran created some space. Throws it over to Zhang. He puts a shot up. Gets deflected wide. Dylan now. Back to Zhang. Zhang drops it for Cochran. 6 seconds left on the original penalty. Cochran gets a shot off, gets deflected left into the near board. Zhang picks it up. First penalty's over. 30 seconds left. Hits a post on the big shot. 25 seconds left of 5-on-4 hockey, and now we have a breakaway short-handed for IHD. Flag is out. Big short-handed goal from IHD. As the move gets up and over the lava flag. Wild turn of events there. 9:26 of the second period. IHD goes up 4-3. Kamlade, Shelley, and Udosevic are out there with Milik and Helm. Kamlade lines up for the faceoff. Wings it over to Udosevic. He kicks it back to Milik. Milik going to take it up the middle. Everybody spreads out. He's got Shelley on the left side. Just gets up past Shelley's stick. He takes it behind the net. He's got Udosevic right out front. Kamlade positioned at the top there. Kamlade, long shot into the glove. Loose puck. Nobody can find it. Long whistle on that one. .901 in the second period, 4-3 IHD. Shots are basically even, 15-14 for the Aces. Kamlade lines up for the faceoff. Goes back to Udosevic. Milik picks it up. Milik, a lot of pressure on him. Milik all the way over to Helm. Helm at the top of the circle. Pass gets interrupted. Goes back to Helm on the near side. He gets hauled down. Kamlade's in there helping. Milik now in front of our blind spot here. IHD comes away with it. Helm is in front of it. Puck goes all the way back around flag. Milik picks it up in the far corner up to Udosevic. Udosevic gets it over to Kamlade through neutral ice. Got Shelley going to the, gets interrupted again. Big turnover. Milik was right there to get it right back. Takes it across the blue line, but gets punished up against the boards. Goes deep behind the IHD tender. They use the boards to get it out of the zone. Betts and Cindric in on D. Zhang is there to help in the middle. Into the far corner. Betts is all over it. Centering pass gets deflected by Cindric out of the way into the near board. IHD near side here, put it in the middle. Shot gets deflected to the left. Udosevich looks like he's about to get called on a hooking or something. 7:40 in the second period. Ref's going to send Udosevich to the box. So a hooking penalty. Put the Aces on the penalty kill. Helm, West, Graham, and Cochran will come out for the first half of this. Graham lines up for the face-off. Helm is the only guy to his right. Helm picks it up in the far corner. He chips it ahead off the boards. IHD pick it up. Graham trying to pressure to get it back. Graham right here in front of us. IHD with a long corner pass. Helm goes out to get it. Big pad save from Flegg, and another one jumps on top of it. Great work from Flegg. 1:40 left in the penalty to Udosevich. O'Neill and Zhang will come in on the front end. Helm and Cochran are going to stay in on the backside of the penalty kill. Cochran comes away with a near corner. He's able to get it up. It gets through traffic. O'Neill putting a ton of pressure. IHD with it there, but Zhang pressuring even more. He gets it. Trying to throw a pass across to O'Neill on the near side. O'Neill gets it. Throws it in deep. IHD behind their own net. Minute 15 left in the penalty. Coming through neutral ice. Everybody collapses on him. Cochran swats it away. Still gets a shot off. Right in the numbers. 1:05 left in the penalty. Helm and Cochran will switch out. Dillon, Millick, Camlade, and Kerrigan. A full change. Looks like Camlade will end up taking the face off here. She's going to have Kerrigan to her left. That's exactly where the puck goes, in the near corner to Kerrigan. He tries to put it up to the near boards. Dillon chips it up ahead. Goes the full distance. Dillon chasing his own puck. IHD for the long one. Gets over to Millick. Kerrigan now has it. He backtracks to create some space. Over to Millick. Millick tries for a long pass. Puts it up through to Camlade. Here from IHD. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Dillon picks it off. He's going back the other way. Trying to create some space. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Loose puck. Camlade is able to get a stick on it and interrupt things. Good pressure from the Aces during this penalty. Millick is able to kick it back behind him to Shelley. Loose puck. IHD come up with it. Millick gets thrown into the boards. Penalty. 5:40 the second period. I'm going to send IHD to the box. So on the power play, they're going to throw in Zhang, Dillon, O'Neill, Cindric, and Betts. Zhang lines up for the faceoff. He's got Dillon to his right. Stalled out puck after the faceoff. O'Neill couldn't get to it. It gets kicked out to center ice. Betts is waiting for it. Betts back to Zhang right at center. Zhang across the blue line, building some speed. Gets broken up in traffic. IHD is able to clear it. Minute 40 left on the power play. Cindric racing back to get it. Betts trying to help create some space for him. He kicks it ahead. Over to Zhang off of a Dillon tip. Zhang in traffic into the far side there. Looking for somebody. He's got Cindric down low. Finds O'Neal. Loose puck in front. Dylan's trying to get a stick on it. Dylan back up to Cindric. Down to O'Neal. O'Neal at the top of the circle here. Kicks it back to Cindric at the point. Throws a shot. It gets off of a stick, deflected wide. Zhang in the corner. Zhang now, centering pass. Deflected off IHD. Dylan couldn't get a stick on it. It's thrown all the way to distance. Betts going to look for it. Flegg stops it behind the net. Betts throws a long one for Dylan off the glass. He leaves it for Zhang. Zhang gets across the blue line. A shot just wide right. O'Neal hunts down the rebound. 37 seconds left in the power play. O'Neal behind IHG's net. Centering pass. Bounces past 3 different sticks. 30 seconds left in the power play. Betts is there pushing it into the sides. 3 game. He's got it now. Very dicey right out front. Comes back out to Dylan. Dylan. Pass up to Zhang. Zhang got West right behind him. Centering pass gets deflected wide. Cindric with a little one right out in front. Dylan is able to get a stick on it a couple of different times with 6 seconds left on the power play. The Aces are able to tie it up at 3:46 of the second period. Dylan must have got like 3 different whacks at it there. Shots are equal, score is equal. 3:46 in the second period. Camlade comes out to take the face-off. He's got West and Graham flanking with Cochran and Kerrigan on D. Puck on the far side. IHG's lost his stick. Pass gets interrupted by Camlade. IHG across the blue line. It's loose. They're trying to get control. They throw it in deep. Kerrigan looking for it behind his own net. Gets a stick on it, battling away. West comes in to help. Nobody can get it fully. Camlade battles to get it out of the zone. Kerrigan now. Over to Cochran. Cochran on the far side. Picks it up to Graham. Graham now gets it up and over the blue line. Chasing it down with 3 minutes left in the second period. Terrible vision there. Sorry, folks. Shot fake from Kerrigan, and he throws a second one off. Deflected through a couple of players and saved, but big rebound. Nobody could get at. Graham now in the middle, just with tons of traffic. Can't get anything off, but gets the loose puck back. Dribbles into the neutral zone. Kerrigan finds it right in our blind spot in front of us here. Kerrigan just fighting away. Cochran now in the near corner. Going to use his own net to create some space. There's a bit of a spin move. Looking for somebody ahead. Looking for West. West puts one up the middle. Had Shelley. Shelley now behind the goal. Looking for somebody out front. Needs some help with a couple of traffickers. 2:07 left in the second period. The puck goes all the way down to Flegg. Decides to jump on it as Helm and Cochran are fighting off some pressure. .201 in the second period. Everything's even. Score and shots. 4-all. Zhang with the face-off. Goes into the near boards. IHD finds it. They dump it deep into the near corner. Flegg jumps on it again. 1:48 in the second period. We'll do this again to the left of Flegg. Zhang lines up for it. He's got Helm on his left. Everybody else to his right. Goes into the corner for Helm. Helm puts it back around his own net. Milik picks it up. Backhands it up to Udosevic. Udosevic gets dragged down. Tries to get it out of the zone. He completes that. Nobody can get control of it. Loose puck right at center ice. Still kind of loose. Udosevic gets a stick on it. Dumps it in past the blue line. He's chasing into the far corner. Zhang's there. Now Milik has it. Milik. Now it's a race. Can Helm catch him? Big D. Big save from Flegg. The breakaway was never really allowed. to materialize as Helm got a couple of swats on him, and then Flegg came up with a big save and a big rebound save as well. Aces will full change. They look, honestly, a little beat up. Minute 10 in the second period. Camlade lines up for it. Comes back to Betts. Gets it up to Dillon. Dillon into center ice for O'Neill. Kicks it across the blue line. Chases it into the near corner. O'Neill. Got Camlade helping on the near side here. O'Neill kicks it back up. Cindric. Shot right on net. 46 seconds in the second period. Camlade's going to line up for it. O'Neill to her left. Dillon on the right. And a dead puck off the faceoff. IHD put it behind their own net. Dillon gets there to pressure it, trying to keep it in the zone. IHD's able to get it through neutral. Loose across the blue line. Cindric is right there. Tries to kick it away. O'Neill gets a stick on it in the near boards. Cindric battling. IHD's able to keep it in. A low pass down to the corner. Betts is there. Loose puck in front. Flegg had to jump on it. There's 15.9 seconds left in the second period. Kerrigan and Cochran coming on D. West and Graham on the wings. And Zhang will come in to join the line, take the face off. Zhang with the face off. He gets kicked into the back boards here. Kerrigan finds it. Kerrigan gets stripped from him, centered. Nobody gets a shot off. Flegg jumps on it with the glove and will reset to his left. 5 seconds left in the period. Face-off goes into the near corner. Kerrigan gets a stick on it. Now West and Graham. That'll be it for the second period. Ton of action in that second period. Shots are 20-24 in favor of IHD. Score is 4-all. All right, the start of the third period. 5-on-5 hockey, which has been a rarity in this game. Zhang will come out to take the face-off. He's got West and Graham flanking him. Kerrigan and Cochran on D. Both these teams have taken a lot of penalty minutes. Both of these teams have lost a player to ejection. Graham comes away with the face-off. IHD in their own zone, chipping it out. Gets past Cochran. Kerrigan is there, right there. Puts a bit of a spin move. Trying to get some space into traffic. A lot of pressure from IHD. Gets ahead. Can't get it past the stick of the IHD. Quick shot out front, right into the numbers. Flegg jumps on top of it. 14:37 in the second period. We'll have our first face-off to the right-hand side of Flegg. Helm and Milik have come in on D now. Shelly Udovcevic and Dillon. Dillon's taking the face-off off the ref's skate a couple of times. Milik kicks it around the back of the net for Helm. Helm thought he had Dillon up the middle and gets picked off. Back check from Shelley into the corner. Helm gets thrown into the boards hard. No call. Unbelievable no call. That is egregious. Dylan comes away with a loose puck. Helm manages to get up, block a shot. Big rebound off leg that time. Helm's trying to get off the ice as fast as he can after that no call throw into the boards. Long pass gets through everybody. Milik picks it up. Up through to Dylan. Over to Shelley. Got Udosevic right out front. Just gets tipped by the stick of the tender off into the near boards. Back through the middle. Milik is right there. Milik over to Cindric. Cindric decides to take it across the blue line himself. He's going to push it in deep. He's got Udosevic right in front. He gets pushed into the board and puck stripped from him. He somehow still has a stick on it. Scramble out front. Big kick save into the near corner. Udosevic was right there as well. Puck gets into the neutral zone. Udosevic all over it with Shelley. Milik trying to keep it in front of him. Dylan picks up the loose one in the neutral zone. Dylan just chips it in deep, allows O'Neill to go chase behind the net. Aces are going to change out as Zhang and Kamlade come on to join Cindric. Puck gets behind Cindric. Betts is trying to race back. 12:45 in the third period. We decided to not call penalties here in this third period. That's just a straight tripping. So I guess we're 1-for-1 now on the no call on Helm being thrown into the boards. 12:34, stop play, 4-4. Kamlade's going to stay out there. Shelley, Zhang, O'Neill, and Betts. Sorry, Cindric. Faceoff gets kicked to the point. IHD tried to put a shot. Goes wide left into the near corner. O'Neill's all over it in the near boards. He gets rubbed out into big-time traffic, but he's able to chip it ahead. Zhang is chasing, ton of pressure. He's able to get it onto the boards. Kamlade now looking for somebody. He's in the far corner there. Puts a centering pass. Betts keeps it in. Betts decides to take a shot. It just gets deflected wide. Long pass. Betts gets a stick on it. 11:55 in the third period. Betts puts it up off the boards into the neutral zone. Right in front of us here. Zhang tried to get it before the IHD threw it back into center ice. Cindric picks it up. Takes it himself across the blue line. It gets stripped from him. O'Neill right down in the middle there. Betts trying to keep it ahead of him. Kamlade comes back to help. Long shot. Big bad save in the big rebound. 11 and a half minutes left in the third period before all. Huge secondary save from Flegg. Betts picks it up behind his own net. Over to O'Neill on the near boards. He's able to put it up and around. He's got Zhang helping him. O'Neill, bit of a move right into the middle. It's deflected into the near corner. O'Neill leaves it for Zhang. Zhang looking for somebody out front. It's deflected off of a skate. Graham is there. Graham throws it across for Kamlade. Sorry, Cochran. Cochran goes behind his own net to find it. 10:50 left in the third period for all. Cochran taking it himself into the neutral zone. Gets pushed up against the boards. He makes it all the way into the attacking zone. Throws a centering pass. West wasn't able to get a stick on it. Goes the full distance of the ice. And we'll get called icing on IHD. 10:33 in the third period for all. Aces have West, Dylan, and Graham as the front three. Kerrigan and Cochran on D. Dylan with the faceoff goes into the near corner. West battling for it. Gets it over to Kerrigan. Kerrigan puts a bit of a move, gets a shot high. Bounces off the face mask, and it's in the corner. .10:25 of the third period. Kerrigan puts one off the face mask of a tender and IHD. Makes it 5-4 for the Aces. Scoring line's going to stay out there. Dylan will set up for the face-off. Over to West. He throws it in deep. Far corner. Dylan was looking for it. Kerrigan is there. Graham finds it on the near boards, and Kerrigan picks it up loose. West now into the near boards. Ton of pressure. West goes all the way around the back. Gets pushed into the far boards, and IHD takes it away. It's tipped into the board again by Cochran. They're able to throw it in deep. No change, Aces stay. Dylan gets a big shot. Gets through the armpit. Kerrigan puts it away to finalize it. 6-4, just like that. The Aces, a couple of quick ones here in the third period. 9:51. Full change as Zeng and Dovisic come on for the face-off. Helm and Milik right in front of us here. Udosevic puts it up across the blue line. Shelley battling for it. IHD come across into the attacking zone. Udosevic is all over it. Shot gets deflected, bounces just high of the crossbar. Flag couldn't see the bounce. Milik goes to find it in the near corner. Udosevic dumps it across. Shelley chasing. Long pass. Helm has to go all the way back to find it. 9:15 in the third period. Helm gets it up to Udosevic. He leaves it for Zeng. Loose puck gets picked up by Udosevic. Again, he throws it in deep behind the IHD tender. Two Aces right there on the boards. IHD come back away with it. Milik and Helm back on D. Bit of a 3-on-2 forming, but IHD ends up way offside. 8:51 in the third period. Betts and Cindric come in on D. Dylan takes the face off. It gets over to O'Neill on the near side here. IHD come away with it at center ice. Camlade is there as well. Camlade intercepts that one off the far boards and gets it back to Dylan. Dylan kicks it in the middle. Can't quite get it to O'Neill. IHD was able to intercept that. Betts is right there to kick it back in the neutral zone. Back across the blue line. Big pad save from Flegg into the corner. Betts is there battling behind the net. Loose puck now. Cindric picks it up. Cindric has O'Neill ahead of him, but he's going to take it himself across the blue line. Into the near corner, all the way around the net. Looking for somebody up front. Couldn't get it to Dylan. Dylan got a shot off, but it was deflected wide. Betts and Camlade back here to break up the play. IHD just dumped it deep. 7:53 remain in the third period. 6-4 Aces. Betts right there. Betts has O'Neill ahead of him. Pulls the move off. He's got O'Neill to the side. Runs it just a lot of traffic, and IHD's able to take it away from him again. Camlade right there. Cochran now at center ice. He's got O'Neill ahead of him. Takes it across the blue line himself. Throws a shot on net. Big glove save from the tender. 7:24 remain in the third period. 6-4 Aces. Shots 28-30 for IHD. Aces will change out as Zeng, West, and Graham come in on the front. Kerrigan, and Cochran. So Graham is going to play D on this shift. Kerrigan will be on right wing. There's West and Graham battling for it. Graham throws it in. On the near boards, a battle right in front of the IHD bench. Zeng comes away with it. It's a bit of a move, gets around a couple of defenders. Kerrigan finds it. Centering pass. Gets jumped on by the tender. 7 minutes exactly remain in the third period. Face-off comes to the near boards. Kerrigan throws it back for Graham. Can't get to it in time. Cochran has to release. It's a 3-on-1. Cochran trying to stay in front of it all. Decides to commit and gets in front of it. Graham picks up the puck. He's got West. Oh my goodness, Zhang with an opportunity. Big save. He's able to put something back in the middle. Oh, heartbreaking for number 16. Hit a full breakaway and managed to bobble the pass just enough to go offside. Love it as an Aces fan right now. Well, that is a tough one. Helm and Milik back in on D. Zhang takes the face-off. Gets into the glove of Flegg. Will set up again to the left of him. 6:24 in the third period. 6-4 Aces. Shots are dead even at 30 apiece. Zhang lines up for it. Face-off goes into the near corner. IHD centering pass. It's broken up. West and Helm were both there. IHD tries again. Gets blocked by West and Helm's skate. Thrown back up, can't get it out of the zone. 6:05. That shot gets deflected. Big save into the glove. Number 16, who missed his breakaway, got a great shot away, but Flegg with the glove save. 6:01 in the third period. IHD will do a big change. Shelly Jovicic and Dylan come in to join Milik and Helm. Dylan wins the faceoff, takes the puck himself, manages to get it out of the zone. IHD stay on side and get it back across the blue line. Pass is intercepted, but picked off by both Helm and Jovicic. Loose puck in front now. Dylan picks it up. One of the defenders just lost a wheel. Milik takes it himself. Shot gets deflected high into the glass. Everybody's behind the net trying to get a hold on it. Dylan and Helm are back to defend as this 2-on-2 formulates. Helm pushes it into the corner, takes it away, and pushes it back up across the boards. IHD are still in the zone. Long pass gets swatted away. Jovicic is able to push it ahead to Dylan. Dylan gets caught up right here in front of us. Huge scrum right in front of the IHD bench. Betts comes away with it somehow. Gets underneath the far boards. 5 minutes left in the third period. 6-4 Aces. Dylan up against the boards there. Puts it up to Cindric. Cindric now pushes it in deep. Gets into two traffics. Betts now finds it. It's kicked away by Betts again. He puts in a move. Throws it in deep again. Great third and fourth effort. Dylan tries to get it into the corner. IHD's finally able to get it out of the zone. Cindric and Betts are there to defend. Cindric pushes it into the far board and just takes the puck away. 4:26 left in the third period. Cindric takes it himself, chewing up time. He's got Zhang right beside him there. He's able to fight off a couple of defenders, throws a shot on net. Big pad save. The rebound came out to IHD. Camlade trying to race back to help out Betts. Centering pass goes through traffic under the near boards. It gets back out of the zone. O'Neill is going to try and chase it down here. Empty net. Camlade off the post. IHD through the middle. Camlade breaks it up, takes it away. Cochran has to get out of her way. Graham picks it up. Cochran picks up a loose puck, gets it out to Zhang. Zhang throws a quick spinner around. Can't get it on net. 3:34. 6-on-5 hockey as IHD has pulled their goalie. 6-4 Aces. 3.5 minutes to go. Camlade almost put it completely away with a shot off the post a second ago. Zhang lines up for the faceoff. IHD up the point. Shot goes low. Graham picks it up. Throws it up through the middle to O'Neill.
Penalty.
3:23 in the third period. Aces will have a penalty called on him on O'Neill. Sorry, not a penalty. Offside. Zhang lines up for it. Throws it off into the near boards directly in front of the IHD bench. They come away with it. Hamley pressuring. IHD's put their tender back in. 3:18 left in the game. Comes across the blue line. Cochran and Zhang are right there. Zhang can't get it out of the mix. Loose puck in front. It's picked up by Graham. Graham throws it behind him for Cochran. Cochran in the far corner. Bounces off somebody and comes right back to him. Hamley picks it up. She can't get it out of the zone. Graham now pinches. His left flag undefended at 2:52. IHD is able to put one in and come within one. 6-5 game now as Millick and Helm come back in on D. Dylan West and Bergman will be up front. Dylan, the face-off, goes back. Here comes IHD. Across the blue line. Millick's in front of it. Long shot. Stick save into the side. Millick uses the boards to put it up and over traffic. Carrigan gets some stick on it. Very loose. West has to go across the ice to find it. He puts one deep to Dylan. Wide open. Puts it high. Secondary shot gets saved. Big deal for IHD. Carrigan puts a couple of moves. Gets low to Dylan. Cross ice. Wow, huge save. Big shot from West. Unbelievable. Exciting. 2:04 left in the game. 6-5. Dylan picks it off. West can't get a turnaround shot. Minute 58. Here comes IHD. They're getting ready to pull their tender. Helm is able to push it back out and it ends up offside. Minute 49 remain. Cindric and Betts will come in to relieve Helm and Millick. Up front, we're going to have Udosevic, Zhang, and Shelley. Into the neutral zone. Shelley gets pushed up against the boards. IHD come away with a minute 40 left in the third period. Betts finds it. He's able to push it ahead. Zhang going to chase. IHD deep in their own zone, trying to get it ahead. It's tipped in the neutral zone. Cindric gets a stick on it, puts it deep into the near corner. Minute 25 to go. Udosevic. Right there. Back checking. Cindric is able to push it away. Zhang is able to break it up. Shelley lays a kid out with a minute 8. Minute 8 left in the game. 6-5 for the Aces, and they'll be on the penalty kill. Helm and Cochran, the two big boys from the Island Wolves, come in on the penalty kill with Zhang and Dylan, the two big front men from the Flyers. IHD is going to take a timeout to try and think about how to capitalize on this now that they knew who the Aces are going to put out there. The Aces are going to have to withstand a penalty kill here with 1:08 left in the game. Zhang lines up for it. He's got Cochran behind him. Helm and Dillon to his right. Goes to Cochran. He's able to bounce it up ahead. Dillon is racing with pressure. IHD coming back the other way. 55 seconds left in the third period. Across the blue line. Helm's right in front of it. Swats it out to the side. Big glove save from Flegg. We'll set it up with 50 seconds exactly left in the third period. We'll go to the right of Flegg. Going to leave this same crew out there. Helm and Cochran. Dillon's going to take the face off this time. Zhang right in front of the net. Face off goes into the near boards. Cochran's right there to swat it away. It gets back down to Cochran. Cochran, with some time, hits Dillon in the back. .38 seconds in the third period. The high stick call will bring the face off just outside the attacking zone. Zhang's going to take it with Dillon on his right, Helm directly behind, Cochran on the far board. IHD put their tender back in and then immediately pull him to try and get the advantage. Helm's in front of it, swats it into the corner. IHD looking for a shot, 25 seconds. 23.98 seconds remain in the third period. A power play goal from IHD to tie the game at 6. Initially didn't go in and went off a post, but then it hit Flegg and bounced back in by the looks of it. Camlade, O'Neill, West, Millick, and Graham come out for the last 24 seconds of this game to see if anyone can get anything going in time for a victory. Goes across to O'Neill. He chips it ahead. Wins through the blue line. Gets swatted away from him in traffic. Camlade can't. I mean, if we're going to get technical, that wasn't offside, but we're going to do 15.28 seconds outside of the blue line. Camlade wins it into the near boards. O'Neill chips it into the middle. Goes on a chase. Gets swatted all the way down the ice. We'll get an icing call with 6 seconds left to go. One final face-off probably just left of the IHD tender. The setup is for Camlade. She's got O'Neill to the right, West to the left. Graham closest to us in the D position with Millick in open ice over there. Camlade wins it back to O'Neill. IHD come away with it. Long backhand. Tie game is the final 6-6 between IHD and the Aces. A wildly exciting game. You know the Aces were disappointed, but that was a chippy game. We will probably see these guys again.